everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we are solving CBSE 2026 standard paper set 1 section A. In the last video we have seen question numbers 1 to 5. So if you haven't seen that video, go and watch that video first. Here we are starting with the question number 6. So question number 6 is from the chapter pair of linear equations. So the question is, the standard pair of linear equations is given and they are asking you if it is consistent and dependent, then out of these four conditions, which of the following condition is true? So let's try to decode this consistent and dependent system. Okay. So if the pair of linear equations is consistent, consistent means it has a solution, right? Now we have two types of solutions. We have a unique solution and we have infinitely many solutions also. Infinitely many solutions. So consistent can be unique solution also, it can be infinitely many solutions also. But out of these two, which one is dependent? Okay. So out of these two, this one it is your dependent also, or let me write here. Yes, infinitely many. This one is your consistent plus dependent. And this one here, it is consistent and independent. Now, why is that? Why unique solution is independent? For unique solution, we have which type of lines? We have two intersecting lines. Let's suppose this is line 1, okay, and this is L2. So they will intersect only at a single point. Single, that is why it is a single unique solution, right? That is why it is independent also. It has a solution, but they are not dependent, okay? They are completely independent on each other, independent of each other, right? While if we talk about infinitely many solutions, we have two lines. Let's suppose this is line L1 and the line L2 is the same line, okay? Basically, we can say that they are coincident lines, okay? So here we have coincident lines. And here we have intersecting lines, right? So for the unique solution, what is the condition? The first condition given here, that is for unique solution. So definitely that could not be the answer. This condition here, it is for no solution. So this could not be the answer. And of course, this does not make any sense. Here, this option is absolutely correct. That is option number C. This is for consistent and dependent because these two lines are the same lines. So each and every value depends on each other, right? So that is why it is called the consistent plus dependent solution. And the pair of lines are coincident lines. Okay. So this is kind of a short revision of the entire concept. So from now onwards, we will do the same thing in each and every question. We will revise the concept in short so that it can help you with other questions also. Moving on to the next question, question number 7. So this is from your arithmetic progressions chapter. Which of the following sequence is not an AP? So some terms are given to us. How can we find out that they are AP or not? The common difference has to be same. Okay, so for the first one, let's check. 5 by 2 minus 2 should be equals to 3 minus 5 by 2 is equals to 7 by 2 minus 3. So all these should be same, then only we can say that this is an AP. So is it same? 5 minus 4 divided by 2, so that is 1 by 2 here. This is again 3 to the 6 minus 5, so that is again 1 by 2 and this is also 1 by 2. So yes, the common difference is same, that means this is an AP. So first one could not be the answer. Let's go for the second one. In the second one, we can see that minus 3.2 plus 1.2 should be equal to minus 5.2 plus 3.2 should be equals to minus 7.2 plus 5.2. Okay. Why this plus? Because of second term minus first term. So minus minus is plus. That is why. Anyway, so here we will be getting minus 2 everywhere. That means This is also in AP because the common difference is same. Okay, so this could not be our answer. This might look like your answer. Okay, so this is the most common mistake that students do. They do not check for the D option and they just find, they say that this is not an AP. But look at this here. First term is root 2. Second term is root 8, which is nothing but 2q. Okay, so which one simplified, it can be written as twice of root 2. Correct? This root 18 can be written as thrice of root 2, okay? Because this is 9 into 2, root 9 taken outside, that is 3, and that is 3 root 2. Now see this. This 2 root 2 minus root 2 is equals to 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2. So both are giving me the same common difference, that is your root 2. Correct? That means this is also in AP. That means this is not my answer. So of course we have checked for all the options. The only possible option is option number D. Okay. So let's check here. 1 square is 1 only. 3 square is 9. 25. This 5 square is 25 and 7 square is 49. Okay. So clearly the difference is not same. So this is not an AP. Okay. All right. So I hope this question is clear to you. Moving on to the next one. Okay, so let's see question number 8. In triangles ABC and PQR, angle A is equals to angle Q and angle B is equals to angle R, then AB is to AC is equals to what? Okay, so let's say we have a triangle ABC and we have a triangle PQR. Okay, now let's see what are the conditions given. We have to mark them in the same order. So angle A is equals to angle Q. So angle A is equals to angle Q. And angle B is equals to angle R. So angle B is equals to angle R. This is very important to highlight this in the same order because that will decide the name of the triangles, right? So if this is the case, then we can write by the double A similarity criteria. Both the triangles are similar triangles. Now, how do I write the name? Triangle ABC is similar to triangle. See, angle A is equals to angle Q. So I'll write here corresponding to A, I'll write Q. Angle B and R are same. So I'll write corresponding to B, R, and what is the only thing remaining? P. So this is how I write the name, and this is what is going to decide the answer. Okay. So do not, this is the most common point of mistake. If you're writing the name incorrectly, definitely you can never get the correct answer. So be very careful. Okay. At this point while writing the names here. Okay, so if these two triangles are similar, then corresponding sides will be proportional. So how can I write this? I can write, therefore, AB by QR is equals to BC by RP is equals to AC by QP. They are asking you in the question, AB is to AC. Okay, so how can I calculate that? Let's take the first one and the third one and let's see what we are going to get. AB divided by QR is equals to AC divided by QP. Let me interchange these two. Okay. So AB divided by AC is equals to, this will go to that side and that will be QR divided by QP. Okay. So AB is to AC is equals to QR by QP. And we have that in option number C. Okay. So option number C is the correct answer for this question. Very easy question. Moving on to the next question, that is your ninth question. The distance of the point A, coordinates are 4a, 3a from the x-axis is. Okay. So this is a very important concept, the basic concept of coordinate geometry. All right. So let us see this. I'll tell you the summary also. Okay. Let's try to understand this with an example. So I have taken a random point which is lying in the first quadrant having both x and y coordinates as positive. Okay. Now, what is the value of the x coordinate? X coordinate here, x coordinate is 5 and y coordinate is 2. Okay. Now this is your x coordinate value. Okay, and this is your y coordinate value. Now I can define this x coordinate and y coordinate in other ways also. Okay, what is that other way? In terms of the distance. Specifically, I can say that I can define the x coordinate and y coordinate in terms of perpendicular distance. That would be much more appropriate to say perpendicular distance. Okay. So I will define, look at this. This is your, the measure of your, this is kind of a rectangle. Okay. Just imagine this here. This is a rectangle, right? Now, this is your x coordinate. Can I say that it is the perpendicular distance from the y axis? Let's try to analyze this. This is your y axis and this is your x coordinate value. Okay. So, the angle here or the angle here, it is 90 degrees, right? So, can I say that the x coordinate is nothing but it is the perpendicular distance from the y axis? So, yes, I can say that. Talking about the y coordinate. So, this is your y coordinate value and this is your y coordinate value. Okay. Again, see, this is my x-axis. Now, I will erase this. Look at this. So, this is the value of y coordinate, y coordinate. Look at this. This is what we are measuring the distance from the, we are measuring the perpendicular distance from the x-axis. Okay. So, this is how you define your x and y coordinates. So, in summary, I can summarize it like this. Okay, so x coordinate, it is called your perpendicular distance from the y axis, and y coordinate, it is your perpendicular distance from the x axis, right? So it is just the opposite, and how we have visualized it. Okay, so when they say distance, distance means perpendicular distance. All right, so perpendicular distance from the x axis is your y coordinate. Okay, so what is the y coordinate here? 3a. So what is the answer for this question? Option number A is the answer for this question. Okay, x coordinate, it is also called your abscissa, right? Abscissa. And y coordinate, it is called your ordinate. Just remember the words. Okay. All right. So moving on with the 10th question. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so now let us see the 10th question. If cos A is equals to 4 by 5, then tangent of A is what? So they have given you 4 options. You have to find the value of tangent of A. Let's see how can we solve this question. We can solve this question using the two approaches. Okay, we can solve this question using trigonometric identities also, and we can solve it normally also by calculating the value of the perpendicular. Okay. So I'll tell you first method number 1. Method number 1, I'll solve it simply. Okay. So what is given to me is cos A is equals to 4 by 5. What is the definition of cos? Cos is base by hypotenuse, right? Can I take the value b is equals to 4 and h is equals to 5? No, that's the biggest mistake to do. Okay, because this is a ratio. We are talking about trigonometric ratios. In ratios, we cannot take the value directly. So that is the first mistake that you should avoid in trigonometry chapter, right? So I'll assume here let base is equals to 4. You can take any variable here. I'm taking x, and hypotenuse is equals to 5x. Correct? Now to calculate the value of tangent of A, I should know the perpendicular value also. Okay, so let me find the perpendicular value using the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so what is the Pythagoras theorem here? H square is equals to P square plus B square, right? This is what 5x whole square is equals to 4x whole square plus P square. Okay, so we have to find this value. that is 25x square minus taking this to that side, so that is 16x square is equals to p square. So this will be equals to 9x square is equals to p square. Taking the square root, p value will be equals to 3x. Okay. Avoiding the negative value because perpendicular is again the length of a side and the length cannot be negative. So we are taking the principal square root, that is 3x. Right. Now I have to find the value of tangent of A, and tangent of A is equals to P by B, that is perpendicular by base. So perpendicular value it is 3x, base value was 4x, and hence the answer is 3 by 4. So that we have in option number 2. So this is the answer for this question. So this is method number 1. Let me show you method number 2 also. Method 2. Using the trigonometric identities. I know that sine square A, I'm taking A here because it is given as the angle of reference here. Sine square A plus cos square A is equals to 1. That is the trigonometric identity we know. Cos is given to me and I can calculate the value of sine from here. See, I need the value of tangent of A. So I know the relation, that is what? Tangent of A is sine A divided by cos A, right? Now, I know the cos value. If I can find the sine value, I can get my tan value, right? So for this, what I'm going to do is sine square A I need to calculate from cos square A. So that can be written as 1 minus cos square A. Putting the value here, that is 1 minus 4 by 5 whole square. 4 by 5 whole square. That is 1 minus 16 by 25. And this is equals to how much? 9 by 25. Okay. So I want the value of sine A. So I'll take the square root of this value. So that is 9 by 25. And this is going to be equal to again the positive value 3 by 5. Now I have both the values. I'll put the value here to get the value of tangent of A. Sine A is 3 by 5. Cos A is 4 by 5. So taking the reciprocal, that is what? 5 by 4. This cancel this and the answer is 3 by 4. Okay. So here also we are getting the same answer, that is 3 by 4. I have told you both the methods, whatever is suitable for you and whatever you find it easy, you can follow that method to solve this particular question. Okay. Okay. So we have seen 10 questions of section A. So from now onwards, every day at 5 p.m. I'll post the new videos. Okay. So to maintain the consistency, please like, share and subscribe the channel. That will be all for this video. See you in the next one. Till then, keep learning, keep smiling and have a great day ahead. Thank you.